A new bad video game has taken the world by storm within the past month. As a connoisseur of bad video games, it has caught my attention as well. This game is Skull Island: Rise of Kong. The reason this game blew up is because the developers left a picture in the middle of one of their cutscenes. Then you pair that with the fact that the game looks like this. There's only 2 hours of gameplay, it's $40, and available on consoles like the Nintendo Switch. Everyone had to check out this disaster of a game, myself included. Now that I have seen the game, I can say with full confidence that Rise of Kong is worse than I thought it would be. It's not even the so bad that it's good kind of game that I love. It's just so bad that it's bad. So if you have been at all curious about this game, I'm here to tell you all about it so that you don't have to suffer through it yourself. Though honestly, I'm not even sure if you could anyway, because it's that bad. The game starts with a narrator telling us that it is a time of danger and uncertainty for the last remaining Kong family. The rest of the species has died out due to other creatures becoming stronger. The mother of the family is worried because her husband and son went hunting and haven't returned, so she goes out to find them. The cutscene ends and you're just thrown straight into the gameplay, and it's a bit jarring.
They took their toll on this decimated family.
You run around as Mama Kong for a long time, doing some awkward platforming and terrible fighting while a beautiful soundtrack plays. Eventually, when you least expect it, the next cutscene starts playing. A dinosaur is attacking the father and baby, and the father is killed. There's a boss fight, but there's no point in trying too hard. It's scripted and you lose no matter what. The mom is killed and little baby Kong runs away. He wants revenge and grows stronger over the years so that he can end the dinosaur that killed his parents. He has a horrible flashback of their death and, oh, we're just thrown into gameplay again. You know, I can't say I ever thought that I would experience a game that explores the concept of a monkey's trauma, but here we are. So now is when we really start getting into the gameplay, and it is bad. So first of all, you're on this huge island and you have a map, but it doesn't tell you where you are on the map. So it's no help at all. Never at any point in the game are you able to tell where you are on this map. Oh, but don't worry, there is still a way for you to get around the island. If you make Kong roar, little fireworks will appear in the distance, showing you what the game calls places of interest. I mean, yeah, you still have no clue how exactly to get to these places of interest, and sometimes when you roar, you can't even see the fireworks, but it's better than nothing. I can't even say that as a joke, it's so bad. Next, the combat is dreadful. Kong's health sucks, and he can easily be taken down by a few crabs. And whether it's a boss or a regular enemy, it takes what feels like 7 years to kill anything. And this is supposed to be King Kong? Now, believe it or not, this game has a skill tree. It just feels so out of place in such a garbage game. I'm shocked they even went through the effort of making one. But the thing about the skill tree is that it's really not useful. It's hard to create a good set of skills with only 2 hours of gameplay, and even with what you are able to get, it still takes ages to kill anything. Now let's talk about how the game is structured. Basically, you run around and kill things for a long time until you happen to stumble upon a boss. You kill the boss and repeat the process. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the entire game. You move to different areas of the island as you progress, but it doesn't change anything. There's just brief cutscenes of Kong looking around like, ooh, look at this place. And then you just go back to aimless running and murder. So back to the amazing story. After one of the boss fights, Kong thinks of his family. Something about that flashback unsettles me. It just feels so disjointed and weird. And also they're just in a gray void. Later, Kong fights 3 dinosaurs. This is the moment we have been waiting for, folks. The infamous JPEG cutscene. How does that happen? How do you leave that in your game? So I'm not sure if it's because of the still image or if it's just a bad cutscene in general, but I had to watch this a few times to even figure out what happened. At At first, I thought the dinosaur ran away and Kong was really mad about it, but now I'm pretty sure he kills it. Maybe I'm just dumb and that was obvious, but the angle threw me off because you can't really see him killing it, and also my brain stops working every time the picture pops up. Eventually, we get a random scene where the narrator tells us that Kong is getting stronger, and there are a few other creatures capable of beating him, and his thirst for vengeance is still strong. Then you go back to the same old gameplay. I'm unsure if this is supposed to represent a jump forward in time, and Kong has fought more enemies and grown off screen, or if the creators just thought we were too dumb to realize that Kong is getting stronger as he fights more enemies. Finally, Kong finds the dinosaur that murdered his family, and he defeats it surprisingly quickly. Like, this is the fastest boss fight in the game. Every other fight felt like it took years to get through, but this one ended in 2 seconds. Even the boss right before this one had a few different mechanics involved in it, but this one you just punch it a few times and it's dead. What? Did they just give up? What a thrilling final boss. I mean, maybe you could interpret it as Kong becoming so strong that he can now take down the dinosaur in an instant, but I don't believe that for a second. It's just a lack of effort, like everything else in this game. Anyway, yeah, he kills the dinosaur and is now officially the king of beasts. Woo. And that is the glorious story of Skull Island, Rise of Kong. What do I even say about that? It's just awful. Here's the thing, if this was made by some young person who was trying to learn how to make games and they threw it up on Steam for like $5, no one would bat an eye. But that's not the case here. Do not forget that this game is $40 and available on the Nintendo Switch. This game is a scam. I cannot believe that they are charging $40 for a 2-hour experience with terrible gameplay and a barely developed story about a sad monkey. They are charging $40 for a game where they left a JPEG in a cutscene. Though I will say, I am quite impressed by how they managed to make a 2-hour game feel like a 12-hour game. But okay, that is enough Rise of Kong for forever. I never want to see this game again. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, like and subscribe to see more content from me. If there are other terrible games like this one that you want me to make a video on, definitely let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!